Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi. We have the power! With Moose and Game God. Podcast for Sci-Fi starts now!
Welcome to Podcast for Sci-Fi, where all things sci-fi come to life. Episode number 515. Moose and Game God bring you the latest, the greatest, the most of the mostest right here. Tonight, every episode, every week. Game God, tell me your internet is working just fine.
I think we got out the bugs.
Okay,
I think we got the bugs out.
We'll make sure.
We'll find out 10 minutes in. If we're good in 10 minutes, we're good.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, everybody. This is the episode. Hold on. Yeah, spoiler alert. This is, I don't know. I tried to get the best spoiler alert I could right there, and that's what I came up with. Oh, how about this? Spoiler alert. This is going to be a Mandalorian and Grogu heavy podcast, and we're going to talk about some spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, you need to wait. Don't listen to this and then come back to us later.
No, if you haven't seen it, shame on you. It was a holiday this weekend.
Shame on you. That's
you had
right.
plenty of time to see it. It was a holiday weekend. You had an extra day.
Before we talk about it, we'll talk about a couple other things here. I got a little show and tell, Game God.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first? I have something too.
I want to go first.
Okay.
I found this in a store. It's a discount store.
Okay. I like this kind of shopping.
I don't know. Everything's a discount store. All right, listen. You've heard of the Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah, the real ones, the real Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters. You know the movie, the Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm. Who are you gonna call?
Right. Well, I found what do they drive? The vehicle they drive is called the Ecto-1. You know that, right?
You better not show me. You better not show me what I think you're gonna show me.
But this Ecto-1 is pretty cool though. Check this out. Look at this. This Ecto-1 is a Transformer
goodness.
Ecto-1.
That is. And that's not cheap either.
Yeah. It's huge. This is a die-cast metal car. Let's see. What's the replica? It's
Does it transform?
I don't know if it transforms or not. I mean, it doesn't. I mean,
because I see the Autobot symbol on it.
Yeah, I know. It's got an Autobot symbol. It didn't have a Decepticon one. But no, I just see it. Doors open, hood opens. You know, it doesn't really transform.
I thought you were going to show me the Lego set for Ecto-1.
Oh,
I was about
no. But this is pretty cool, though.
It is really nice. You can see that over
Transformers branded right there. It's right there. You see the Autobots right there.
That's an easy AI edit to get the Decepticon logo in there. That's easy. I can get that taken care of.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I saw it. I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'll take that.
And diecast? That's nice.
Diecast, yeah.
That's they don't make diecast stuff no more. I'll tell you that much.
You don't find it like you used to.
No, not at all.
All right, what you got?
Oh, so last week sometime in the mail, I got something sent to me. I gotta tell you, look at that bad boy.
Oh, so this is the
Piranha
plant.
Pete. Yep, Piranha
Yeah.
Pete.
What? Say it again.
Piranha Pete.
Piranha Pete is right. Yeah. I kept talking over you when you said it. I didn't want you. Yeah, Piranha Pete from this is the plant from Mario, from Super Mario, right?
Yep. And I got one more.
Oh,
3D made, by the way. 3D print.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said that.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
All right. So, and then obviously we talked about Maul. What was it? Episode or 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
And we talked about the people that were in that, and I had a Maul pop figure.
Right.
Here's one of the Inquisitors.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's the Crow. So
that's nice.
So yeah. So the problem is, Moose. So let me find out if I was pointing. So here's where I put the pops. Right.
I see him.
Right. So this size, all the good guys. I want you to know there's only 2 cube lengths of good guys. Right. What you don't see over here, maybe you do. I don't see it on my screen. There's 3 cube lengths of bad guys of the Sith.
Of course.
I don't know where this guy's gonna fit. There's no space in there. Someone's gonna get bumped. Who's coming off? Somebody's getting off.
A good guy's coming off. I can feel it.
Yeah, he is. Old Yoda. Yoda with the old beard. He's coming.
Oh no! Come on.
Get rid of that guy.
Never get rid of Yoda.
That guy doesn't have his own series yet. Get rid of him. So, but that's what I got.
Basically, he does. It's called Return of the Jedi. All right,
that's true.
Yeah. All right. So check this out. I want to talk about a little something before we get into some Star Wars. Let's talk about DCAU. So DCAU, have you ever heard this term?
No. I mean, I looked it up when you said it, but I never heard it before.
This is important for all those who like cartoons and animation. And I say that because it's important. All right. This is the DC animated universe. Is what that's what that means.
Yes.
And there's a new cartoon coming out, a new series. I say a new series. It's actually a season 3, and it's called My Adventures with Superman. It's coming out on Max June 14th.
Really?
Premiere. Yeah, and so I'm like, it's my first time I ever heard of it. In season 3, I'm like, why haven't I heard of it before that? And it looks pretty solid. I mean, I don't know, I can't tell you anything about it because I've never watched it. I watched a trailer for the new season, and it looks pretty cool.
I've never seen this before.
Neither have I.
And it's got an anime look.
It's got an anime look, yeah.
It's got a very anime look, and it looks like there's a Superboy in there as well.
No, I think that's Superman. I think that's
it.
It's like a young Clark Kent.
Oh, okay. That might be right.
Yeah, so it might be a little too young, but I'm okay with giving it a shot. You know, like I said, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I don't either. But it shows like when it's young.
Yeah.
It's funny as I see the voices, by the way, of the characters.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Oh, I want to tell you one.
Oh,
I want to tell you one. I won't tell you the main characters.
Tell me who it is.
Yeah, I want to tell you one. You remember the show Travelers?
Travelers. I love Travelers, yeah.
Right? And do you remember the guy with the glasses in Travelers?
The guy with the glasses in Travelers.
I know that's so. It's like he was.
It's kind of weird to say the guy with the glasses.
Let's see. I know, right? I know you know who I'm talking about. I'm trying to.
Well, first of all, Travelers had 3 seasons. I love Travelers. I actually can watch it right now. I go to sleep to it because I enjoy it. I know what's going to happen. I like it. I love the storyline. I don't know who you're talking about. The guy with the glasses.
No, it isn't Travelers. I've confused it with something else. But it doesn't matter at this point.
Okay.
But anyway, the character Michael Emerson. Does that name sound familiar to you?
It does
Michael
not.
Emerson. Oh, so now, for the sake of completing the conversation, now I have to tell you where he's from.
Okay.
Right. So
Lay it
he
on me.
is person of interest.
Persons of interest. Oh, really? That guy? Yeah. The other guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The smart guy.
The smart guy. Right. The guy behind the scenes. Yeah.
Exactly. He is
okay.
the voice. He's the voice of Brainiac.
Okay, that would make sense. I like that.
Yeah, so I won't tell you anymore. But
Persons of Interest, by the way, also another great series.
Oh yeah. And so I remember. It's funny is I thought of Travelers.
Eight seasons, I think.
Correct. And you know what? I think the show did its course. By the way, I know there's not a
Yeah.
It's just that show ran its course, but it was a great show.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but I just thought it was interesting. I saw him on there. You'll be surprised on who's the voice of Superman. I won't ruin that.
Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me because I like thinking that it's. But although I do have my favorite voice actors, you know, and I place them in certain spaces, and you know, when I want to hear Batman, I know it's Kevin Conroy. I know that
Correct.
I want to go to him every time. When I hear Batman, that's what I go to.
There's no. You want to hear Joker? You hear Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill, right? You want to hear
nobody
Luke
different. Yeah. So, but it looks great. I'm surprised we haven't
cool.
heard this 3 seasons.
3 seasons. Yeah, this is the 3rd season. So 2 seasons are out. I was kind of surprised because I'd never heard of it. So
what's more surprising is the tomato meter score for this.
What is it?
100%.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. 100%. So now we have to watch it.
Right. So I'm gonna go back to season 1 and see if I can find it somewhere. I can't
HBO
believe
Max.
it's not on Max though. If it's a DC,
it is on Max.
The season 1 also.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Oh wow.
HBO Max.
Huh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we'll watch that. We'll come back to this.
Come back to it. Yeah, we'll circle back. That's
nice. And listen, you know, DC has always had great animation.
They've always had great animated shows. They really have.
Yeah. That's the only thing they do great in their universe. By the way, they don't do good movies.
The DCAU.
Yeah. They have also. I didn't know this. The Justice League. You know, the Zack Snyder Justice League.
Yeah.
They have a version that's all in gray. Like the entire movies is like black, white, and gray. Like it's not in color.
You know what I find interesting? DC also had some of the best video games too.
Correct. They can. Marvel can't nail that. They don't know
can't nail that. Greatest characters of all time, and can't nail a video game.
Is it because the characters are so great?
I don't know.
Like, is the bar low for like DC characters that we appreciate whatever they put together?
But think about the fighting one that DC had. You know,
Infamous.
No,
Injustice.
It was such a great game.
Storyline was great.
Remember DC Online? Remember I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
It may have been DC Online.
That's exactly what it was.
But yeah, you create a character and you fly around the whole city and do like that was such that.
DC
I think
Universe
that was
Online.
a PS3 or PS4.
No, that was a PC game originally.
Well, originally, right, but then they released it on console.
Yes, correct. When
Yeah,
they got all the money they wanted to get out of it, they sent it to
Yeah.
console. But yeah, you're right. You had the entire DC universe
right
in there.
Yeah, so it was such a great concept, and I don't understand why. Anyway, Marvel can't get it right. Anyway,
No,
all
absolutely.
right, let's move on. Let's talk about Star Wars. Star Wars Celebration. I don't know if you know this. They announced a while back. This has been a few weeks back now. They announced the Star Wars Celebration was going to come to LA, 2027. So I was hype. I was like, "Oh, this is great. The podcast will be there. We'll be there. We'll cover the event. You know, I'm excited to see it."
You know what's in 2027? You know what's the big deal for it, right?
Isn't that
why-
Ryan Gosling's movie, a Starfighter, or
No. There's a significant event that happens on the 2027.
Oh, tell me.
It's 50th anniversary of A New Hope.
Oh, is it really? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's big.
Yeah.
No. I thought it was. I said Starfighter, but I don't know what it's called. I think it's Starfighter, right?
It is Starfighter.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, the podcast will be there. Blah 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 blah. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll bring some guests to the event. I'm like, we'll see. We'll see when they open up tickets, and I'll figure out let the guests get in there, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. So they announced I got a blast that said, okay, tickets are now open. Okay. So you go in, and it's like San Diego Comic-Con or whatever. You go in, you have to be led into a room, and then that room allows you into another room, into the dungeon, and then you go down some stairs and through a cave, and then you're able to enter into this door when the time is right. So I got the pop up, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go check it out. Give me a little bit. So in about a couple hours later, I go in and check the room. It was like, oh, this event has been sold out. 2 hours, less than 2 hours, the whole event is sold out.
Oh,
And I was like, well, there goes that idea. Nobody's coming along with podcast or sci-fi going to check out Star Wars Celebration.
I mean, they can. They just wait for us outside.
Yeah. You go, well, I will see.
Wait by the food
in.
trucks. Wait by the food trucks. That's horrible. I mean, horrible for that, but good for them, I guess.
I mean, great for them. It's good. It's terrific. It is in LA, which is interesting, and not Anaheim, which I thought, okay, well, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, it's by the way, it's in the Los Angeles Convention Center. Now, I don't know. I don't remember per se the layout of that, but I know
Anaheim we've been. I don't remember LA.
But I will tell you, traffic there. Oh, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, of course. Anaheim's a little better.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then again, like I said, I just can't believe it. Like it's sold out that
2
quick.
hours.
Less than 2 hours.
Man, at least you got the blast. Hey, yeah, it was sold out.
Yeah. Well, that was after I logged in.
Oh,
yeah, because I was able to get in, and there was nothing in the room, and I'm like, oh, what is this? I'm expecting it must have the secret word and the secret handshake. Go down. You got to have show me the 3 colors, the stones that you need to pass into this. I'm like,
right. Put them in the right order.
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh no, they'll just going down the hallway. The door's open. So when that happened, I knew, and there it was, the message. Yeah,
hey, they did the whole, hey, turn the handle. If the handle opens, you're the winner. The handle didn't open. It's like, hey, what's going on? Exactly right. That's horrible. But I will tell you though, that's exciting.
Everybody's going to be there. That's the thing. Everybody's going to be there.
Well, they sold out in 2 hours because it's 50th anniversary.
Everybody's going to be there. You're exactly right.
Yeah. So
right.
That's going to be exciting.
Well,
we'll
too bad.
see you there. We'll see
I don't
you there.
know. Yeah. Who knows if the podcast will even get an invite at this point? I'm like, well, they might not even let us go in.
I like how they said right on the banner, by the way, are now sold out.
Yeah. They should put on there, sold out within minutes. But oh well. All right. So here we're gathered today. Dearly beloved.
Yeah.
We're gathered here today for this thing called Mandalorian and Grogu.
Go ahead, keep going. You're going good. I like how this is going.
I wish I could play the sound, the theme song.
Hold on.
But there's a copyright strike. Can't do it. They're like, yeah. They tell us. They're like, no, you can't do that. We'll copyright strike, and then you won't be able to podcast on YouTube for 6 months. So there you go. Give it to them. All right. Let's continue on. So you got to see this thing. First of all, the trailers. There's nothing exciting about the trailers to me.
No, nothing. I mean, we saw the Odyssey. We saw the Odyssey
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
You know, we saw the trailers. That one. There was nothing in there that says we need to talk about it.
All right, so now I'm hyped to see this movie now.
Okay.
I get my tickets, go in. I'm like, okay.
Did you go to the big theater, like the X experience?
You know,
like
I was going to. I meant to. I didn't get it done. Evidently, I chose the regular theater.
So did I, by the way. I'm like, what? How did this happen?
Yeah, I'm like, I got good seats. They were reclining. You know, I guess that's good.
Yeah.
But the sound system was fine. It was just, it wasn't. I was expecting the other one, and I got the regular. Anyway, so I'm in there, and I got my seats, and you know, I look around. I'm like, man, it was pretty lucky. There's nobody else in here. There was a couple people that showed up, I guess, but really, it was I had the theater mostly to myself.
Oh, you were home. You were at home.
Kind of concerned me a little bit.
Okay.
And I got to watch. Trailers come up. No big deal. Movie starts. I'm in it. Right away, you know, the action starts. Which, by the way, the way to start a movie.
That's it. I think it's the only way you start a movie.
The only way to start a movie. Yeah.
Pull you right in. Don't
It's
even
a
skip a
recipe
beat.
of success when you're starting a movie, particularly an action movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I got a lot to say about this movie. I want you to know that. I don't know where to start or where to let you come in, because at this point, this is like two movies. Okay? There's the Mandalorian part, and then there's the Grogu part. Okay.
I see. We fast forward to, like, you know.
No. I'm just saying. I don't know where to leave off. You know, how to go in. You know.
Okay.
They
did say the Mandalorian and Grogu, so they did
and
warn
Grogu.
you.
So you know, this is, if you haven't seen it, you're listening to this podcast right now. We've warned you that we're going to be talking about spoilers. This is a Mandalorian and Grogu movie.
Yeah.
You the first part Mandalorian.
Correct.
Second part Grogu.
Correct.
That's really what this is like.
You are so right on that. And you know, when I got in there, first of all, I don't want to get this simple, but the music, the soundtrack, there's something about hearing it in a theater. Now, mind you, I also had the standard theater, and it did have a pretty good sound system. I wish I had the IMAX where it was all over the place. But,
Right.
But to hear the, I was like, whoa, got goosies. So like, so. And it starts out with so much action. You get the AT-AT scene with he's in there, man. He's rocking that jetpack, right? Yeah, rocking the jetpack like no problem. You know, throwing the little nickel and dime grenades on things, blowing things up, and so I'm like, so the first 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah, I'm
like, oh, we're in for a great movie. Yes, I was like excited. Like I was sitting up. The chair was reclined, but I was sitting up. Right?
Yeah.
And so I'm watching this movie. We get in there, and I'm saying to myself, not a lot of Grogu scenes. Like in the beginning, I'm like, okay, not a lot. But remember, I one of my biggest gripe in the trailer was like, man, this is gonna be a Grogu movie. Remember I said that?
Right,
I was
right,
this is all marketing. We're not gonna see anything, right? And then, so this movie's playing on, and none of the stuff that we saw with Grogu, I seen. Like I'm probably about an hour into the movie at this point, and I didn't see none of it. I'm like, oh man, was that all fake? Like like I'm waiting for it.
Right.
And then it happens.
Yeah, then it happens, and then you have a silent film for the next the next 30 minutes. You have a silent Grogu film.
Silent Grogu and 3-year-old film. Hey, we gonna we'll be back.
Which
hey, watch it there. That's the ship. Get inside the ship.
Get inside the ship.
It's like,
I'm like,
it. What is this? A silent comedy? Like, it's like, so
now I got mixed feelings on this Game God.
I do too.
Okay,
I do too.
because first of all, the action that we were getting from Mandalorian and what was happening, and you know the story. Story, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can buy it. I can buy it.
You can buy it. I couldn't buy it.
I can buy it. Jabba the Hutt's son. Got it. All right. Let's.
Oh, wait a minute. I know we're not just passing over that. Tell me we're circling back to that.
Oh no, we're gonna circle back.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I'm saying, but okay. So we got past that, you know. So you get it, and so you didn't get a lot of monsters, by the way. There's a lot of monsters in this movie.
But it was like Star Trek for a second.
Yeah, it was like it was, but I'm like, okay, this is where the budget went right here. This is the budget that went into the monsters.
I'm like,
Yeah.
is this aliens? What are we watching here? Because
Yeah.
for a second there, it turned into like a horror film.
It was like a horror. It was like a small horror film. It
Yeah,
was.
I was like, somebody's gonna get their head popped off. It was like, it's like you got,
coming out of his chest.
I'm like, I've never seen any of these monsters, by the way, in Star Wars. Yeah, you got a thing that was jabbing you with a knife. It's like, what is that? It's like, you know, some electrical creature. Like,
Yeah, that was good. No, that was good. Anyway, so you just got all this stuff, and it was, I mean, it was fine. It was fine.
a lot of eye candy.
A lot of, yeah. And, you know, I guess I go from, you know, having this bounty hunter, you know, who captures, you know, Mandalorian. I should just call him Mando.
Yeah,
Who,
call him
who,
Mando.
who captures Mando. And I'm like, okay, maybe he's a really good bounty hunter. And you go through all these sequences, and I'm pausing here because there's a lot there that I could go back and replay in my mind. And I love the bounties on different people. And hey, yeah, this is one I did. And hey, I'm gonna pay you with a new fighter, with a new, you know, the original.
Which, by the way, when you see the whole movie, you know why they put it in there. But if it wasn't for what they did, there was no reason for it.
Yeah, there was no reason for it. You really couldn't. Yeah. And you know, by the way, there's some stuff in there. It looked like you saw R2 being loaded out there, but there's a lot of R2 units, so you're like, maybe that wasn't R2. I'm not sure. You know, loading into an X-wing. So yeah. So but what it felt like to me, Game God, what it felt like to me was it was Mandalorian on the big screen, but it didn't feel like a movie, complete movie. It felt like it was a TV show on a giant screen, and that's kind of what I was watching, you know?
You know, I don't disagree with you at all. I didn't feel like there was a story, right? I thought that the story was very simplistic. I felt like this movie was in production for a few years now. Right?
Yeah.
And you know, we heard everything that's just going to bridge the gap from this to that. You know, we're going to see,
right.
You know, we might possibly see some legacy characters. We
right.
might not. Like it was just like a lot of noise around it.
Right.
And what we actually have is Mando movie and Grogu movie. And I'll be honest with you, they almost don't even talk to each other.
Oh yeah, it seemed like it was halfway through the film, like I said, and then it was like two different types of missions here.
Well, but
like
did you
different
feel,
things going on?
I felt like they started to do the first part of the movie, and they were like, "Oh man, we don't know where to go with this. All right, let's add this part. Let's add this part." Like they filmed. It almost seemed like they filmed two different movies, and then just at the last minute put them together.
Well, honestly, it could have been season 4, right?
It could have. It could have.
It could have been season 4 that
because I can see episode 5 being the one where he's like Mando's on the floor for the whole episode. Like he's like, that's episode 5. Skip that episode. You don't need that episode. Like skip
yeah.
episode.
It's what just yeah.
And why did they go backwards with Grogu? Like it felt like they went backwards in the way his character development. He's just baby talk the whole time. Yeah. Baby talk. Right.
Well,
like,
I also felt like they went a little backwards with the Force, other than the healing piece of it. Felt like they went backwards with the Force a little bit. Like,
but did he heal him? But did he really heal him?
Oh no, he closed the wound.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like when it happened. I'm like, it became predictable in the Grogu part, right? That it became predictable in that, okay. And I want to go there for a second, but let's go back to the Mando part for a second. Is that you mentioned Jabba the Hutt's son? What was his name? Starts with an R.
Yeah, like Rota or something like that.
Something like that. So you see this on the posters. He's a gladiator. You saw him in the trailer, right? Like, oh, this dude looks bad. Big muscular dude. It looks kind of weird with the hands, like actively using it. I thought he was kind of weird with that. But I got past it.
Come on, he's a slug.
Yeah, I got past it. I was like, okay. And then he talked.
Okay.
bro, why did they have him talk?
He shouldn't have talked. He shouldn't have talked English. He should
He
have been
shouldn't have
speaking
talked English.
Huttese, right?
That's what I'm waiting. Like the dude is a monster. Like
Yeah.
he's a beat, and you had him talking like he was Mr. Rogers. Like it's
He was a little soft. He was a little soft.
Oh, I like butterflies and caterpillars. You know, like what? What is going on here? Like it really threw off how tough he was.
Yeah.
Right. And so because he talked and he spoke English, and I did have a problem with that. But if he was a rugged, rough, gruff
Right.
English.
But
like,
no, it was really like a sheltered kid the entire life.
Yeah. And I'm saying that, yes, you know, I learned to fight in the streets and I made my own name. And I'm like, what?
No,
what
you
is
did.
this? Like, yeah, it just made it tough to believe that character. I will tell you the funniest character on the Mando side was the monkey with the 6 arms. Now, you know whose voice was that?
I don't know right off the top of my head, no.
Martin Scorsese or whatever, the guy who does
Scorsese? Yeah.
He was the voice.
I saw the credits of the initial credit piece, and I didn't see him through the entire movie. And I'm like, I must have missed him. He must have been a character. I did not know that he did
the voice. And that was that any scene that had him in it, I thought was the funniest from comical piece. Because he was like, "No, I didn't take your money. I don't want your money. I didn't give you any information. I don't need your money." Like I thought it was hilarious. But you know, going back to, you know, he speaks English. Right?
Well, you know, the whole thing about him wanting to distance himself from his father's, you know, criminal acts. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but okay, let's just pretend.
I was waiting for the double cross, to be quite honest.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think they should have done that, because that would have sold it better to me. I think they should have done that.
So you go through all this with him, and he's trying to save him, and Mando all of a sudden, you know, he's some of the best fight scenes for Mando before we get into Grogu as well is that big white snake monster. Like
that one. Yeah.
Whatever was left of the budget from the gladiator scene got finished up right there. I just want you to know that was the rest of it right there.
Yeah. That's where the budget went for sure.
Yeah. Can I tell you that I don't care how good Mando is, no one was gonna survive that creature in his own pit fighting him. Like it's in water,
caged.
Yeah, like come on, man. And you mean to tell me you snuck out? Like there was just some pieces there that were tough.
Well, it's the same way the other guy, the other bounty hunter snuck out.
You know who that was, right?
I know he's in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, Cade. I'll tell you what exactly name is. It's Cade. Oh my goodness. Keep going. I'll get you the name exactly.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about, but I could be wrong. Cad Bane.
Cad Bane. That's exactly
okay. Yeah. Okay. Bane. No, I didn't know that was supposed to be Cad.
Yeah, that was Cad Bane.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So yeah, it does, because you know he had the metal hat, and you saw how he put the hat. He did like a Kung Lao with the hat on. Like I was like, whoa, okay, little Mortal Kombat here.
Yeah.
He was. I would have wanted to see more of him. By the way, the way his scene with Mando when they were fighting in the, you know, when he found Mando, that was probably really cool. But then you know, we talked about all the good. So the first half of the movie's good.
Yeah. And by the way, let me just, I don't want to hate on Grogu. Grogu looked fantastic, by the way.
I disagree.
I no, you couldn't be further wrong than this, because he looked terrific. I thought his motions were good. I thought that just the ears did well. Like the whole, I don't know if it was a puppet or CGI, I can't tell you. But what I do know is that it felt real to me.
Well, you know, everything was animatronic / puppets.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
Yes. So, and I have a problem with that, because you know those little broken English speaking mechanics?
Yeah.
Like they move weird. Like,
well, but they're small, so they should move a little weird, because if they don't, then they look fake.
They look fake moving the way they did for me. Like I had a problem with that. I had a problem with Grogu. Like I have a problem with Grogu like flies through the air. Like he jumps.
He jumps, but we knew that. We knew that.
I know.
The TV series.
I know, but I have a problem with it. It's like someone picked up the down, throw it. Hey, catch! Like, you know, like he pops up on his back. Like I just have that's just a personal thing. I have a problem with that.
Well, what about so I don't know if you know this, but you know, one of the guys who did Mando's, you know, in helmet outfit, Did you recognize this, or did you know this? Because the way he walked, I was like, that's a pretty specific walk. And so the guy who's under the mask, his name is Brandon Wayne. Now, this may not be a surprise to you to say that we know that there's two different actors, not Pedro Pascal under the mask doing all the action. So it's Brandon Wayne. Well, who's Brandon Wayne? Why is this important, Moose? Well, let me tell you why. Brandon Wayne is, I think, the grandson of John Wayne.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. So it's got a little Western swagger walking to him, just so you know.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact there, and it's interesting. First of all, I didn't know Pedro didn't do his own scenes. That's just
no. Yeah, he definitely doesn't.
So we get through the first part of the movie, Moose, and we start getting the part where Mando, he gets poisoned by the snake. And,
right. He's poisoned.
And now he tells
Gonna
him, leave me, and Grogu wasn't gonna leave.
Yeah, Grogu, right? Yeah.
And so he stays there, and so then basically Grogu starts to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He builds this little cocoon thingy.
But see, so that was an important piece, though, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because when Luke on Empire Strikes Back went to Dagobah, did he go to Dagobah? Yeah, Empire Strikes Back, and then he went to he was there a couple times. Well, a long story short is the hut that Yoda lived in kind of looked like this cocoon he built. This made of mud cocoon. So it kind of reminds me of that. So it kind of got that feeling that, oh, maybe Yoda made his own house the same way that he made it for Mando.
Okay, I guess, right?
Just saying.
Right. So I don't know how long they were there for, right? So if this poison was meant to, it should have killed them the first day, like 2 days in. They made it seem like it was a week, and then everything
it did make it seem like it was a week, maybe 2.
Everything on that planet could kill Grogu. like you mean to tell me that those little creatures in the water didn't find him? And then he goes and there's a guy living in the middle of nowhere.
Which, by the way, I thought was missed opportunity, because I was like, they did nothing with that character.
Nothing.
Like, why even introduce it?
And he was probably a bad dude because he took out some people with a slingshot.
Right.
It's like and the hunters don't mess with him.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, missed opportunity there. But I'm saying Grogu survives for a week or two, and he goes 2 minutes in this guy's lake, and he almost gets eaten by a frog. Like he's like, so it's just some things like that, and then all of a sudden, he gives him the magic potion to save Mando, right. And Mando is alive the next day. Like it's just, it was real hokey, real hokey for me. So and I think I almost fell asleep in that part, to be honest with you.
That's no good. But when the action was there, it was good action.
Yeah, the action was great. Just do action, the whole movie.
The basic storyline, though, lost me a little bit. That's it, lost me. I didn't think it was cohesive enough. It made sense, but wasn't cohesive enough to be a grand movie.
Yeah, you made a movie about saving Jabba's son, who talks like Mr. Rogers, and Grogu, who hasn't evolved or gotten any stronger or different, puts on his armor like he's going to go into battle, doesn't do anything, doesn't wield a lightsaber at any point, doesn't do anything extra with the Force, doesn't do anything.
He barely can move old Mando up into the mud hut.
Yeah, and bounce his head off the end of it like 3 times. But like all this, and like it's supposed to be past like the seasons of Mando, right? So it's not like we just discovered, like it's just
no. He knows his power,
yeah. And you've done nothing.
Yeah.
Like you've seen Mando become a beast of a bounty hunter,
right?
Like the guy's like flawless when he's fighting, but Grogu's just now like a thorn in his side. It doesn't even help him.
Yeah, I think that's also my complaint, is that the stakes for the whole movie, for hey, you find this bounty, find this bounty, seem small. They seem small. It just didn't seem large enough, and I think that's why they had to try to use Jabba the Hutt's son to try to give it bigger stakes. But it really didn't feel that way. It really felt like the stakes were still small. Like no Sith returns, no
It's like they couldn't figure out how to fit it into
like
the
a bad
story.
guy, like a true like a bad guy, because there was no the bad guy wasn't even a bad guy. You know,
No.
I mean, you had more of the bad guy with the Hutts than you did with the one running the gladiator events. You know,
Yeah.
even though it was supposed to be like that was the card, that was the one to get. It was like, he
Yeah. And
didn't
by the
feel
way, he
bad
looked
enough.
like no admiral or whoever he
Yeah,
was supposed to be. I'm like, that guy?
yeah, exactly.
That's the carpenter. The carpenter.
Right. That's the plumber. Yeah. Yeah, no, just and then of course he was working, freelance for the New Republic, hunting Imperial, stuff, people.
Mhm.
I don't know. So it lost me a little bit with that. I think that's my complaint.
Too
It's a good
small. Too small of a story for
too
a
small of
movie.
a story for the big screen. And I think that if you go to see this movie and you go, well, the movie is fine. If you watch the movie, I'm like, yeah, I like it. I like it.
Mhm, mhm.
But I don't know if it should have been a movie.
I 1,000% agree with you. Let's talk about some of the cameos if you don't want them, if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, did you see some? I don't know if I saw it.
You saw Dave Filoni.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, yep.
He was in there.
Right.
You saw one of the X-wing fighters who's been in the other Mando.
Yeah,
movies.
yeah, I saw him. Right. Yep.
He was in there. Obviously, Cad. I don't know if that's a cameo, but Cad was in there.
Cad Bane, right.
Who I forgot the name of his pilot, Mando's pilot. He was ain't he from Rebels or something like that?
Yeah, Zeb. Yeah, Zeb.
Yeah.
He's from he's from Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had stuff like that, and there's a
More
ton
of a
of Easter-
cameo. He spent half a movie in there with him.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing either.
But he didn't do anything. I agree.
He didn't do anything.
In Rebels, he's really good though.
Yeah.
So,
So like again, missed opportunity, right?
yeah. Missed opportunity.
Sigourney Weaver's character. Since when does she fly an X-wing?
Oh, it's fine. It felt a little out of place. I actually liked the X-wing battle when they were coming in to destroy the stuff. I like that.
I did like that.
Oh, that was
Did you notice they used the old school detector? That they
Yeah,
did
the display, the heads-up display kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
It's just I think you said it best, Moose. TV show should have been a made for TV movie. Shouldn't have been a big screen. The story wasn't epic enough. It didn't move the needle. I don't
Yeah.
feel like from a character development piece, it did nothing for them. Right. And this supposedly is supposed to be it. There's nothing else after this. There's no more
And you
show,
know what?
no more movie.
I think that's probably a good thing. And I
Really?
love- well, I'm gonna tell you why. I think that if they should have stuck to the TV. I don't know if the TV was bringing them money like they thought. I think the revenue is really from the merchandise.
Correct.
Now that's the reason to keep it going. But at this point, you don't need to because Star Wars can last 50 years and still sell the same lightsabers over and over and over and over again.
Mhm.
Same way with the Mando stuff.
Well, it's funny you mentioned money, so let me talk about money. Let's talk about
Yeah.
what this made.
Tell me.
All right, so 4-day weekend,
Right.
right? Take a guess at the worldwide global total.
I don't know. Based on
4-day
my
weekend,
experience at the
Memorial
theater.
Day weekend. Yep.
Yeah, worldwide, man. Let me just start with domestic because I don't know if I can hit worldwide but if I had to give a take from domestically, I would probably say, 100,000, 110, something like that.
Yeah, 100 million, 110.
Did it?
No, you're saying 100
Oh, I said 100,000. Oh, yeah, 110 million. Yeah, sorry.
100,000. Close up shop.
Yeah, no. Yeah, our last podcast.
I think you
made that.
I think
Yeah.
you make more in Netflix with that. You know.
Yes.
So you said So it made 90. It made 100 million. By the
Did it
way, in 4
really?
days. Yeah. So
Wow.
domestically.
Okay.
Now, globally, it made 167.
Ooh, that's a little low.
All right. I'm glad you say that, right? So, while it has, so I'm going to tie in the Rotten Tomato score with it as well, just to kind of put it all together. The Rotten Tomato score was a 62.
Ooh.
The people score, the popcorn score, were like the fans, was an 88. So the fans like it. The
Yeah, like I
critics-
said, it's an okay movie. It's not bad.
Mhm.
It's just not great.
Now, so it has one of the highest audience scores for a Disney era film, Star Wars
Yeah.
film. but it has the lowest opening weekend for a Star Wars theatrical release behind Solo, a Star
Okay.
Wars story. Now Solo wasn't great. I don't think you've even seen Solo.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it at
Okay.
home though.
Okay. So Solo, it beat Solo, but not by much, just so you know. But Solo's budget was 265 million,
Uh-huh.
where Mandalorian Grogu budget was only 165. So it
Oh,
made its
wow.
money back.
Right.
But is this a win?
I don't know what you call a win anymore.
I would tell you for Grogu,
I don't think that saying that break even is a win, but you still have some more weeks to come. So
yeah, you do.
So
but it's going to be like a 60% fall off.
That's what I mean. So if it has 60% fall off, you're still making money.
So this is Memorial Day weekend that just passed.
Yeah.
If you're not going to make the dollars you want on a holiday weekend, I just can't see it having a lot of legs.
I know, but I'm saying they'll go black. They'll get out of the red and go into the black.
So overall, Solo ended up making upwards 300 million when everything was said and done.
All right.
You think that Mando and Grogu is going to do that?
Boy, let's see. Half
300 million.
I don't know if it'll get there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I really don't think it'll get there.
Yeah, I don't think
now that's not counting merchandise. I'm just talking ticket sales. It's gonna sell a whole bunch of merchandise.
And by the way, I got a bucket. I got a popcorn bucket.
Did you get that Grogu bucket? Tell me you got the Grogu. You
didn't
pay the
no, not a Grogu bucket. No, it's just a regular tin one. I don't know.
They have the Grogu bucket in my team.
I actually wanted the Mando helmet though.
No, they didn't have that.
Yeah,
I would have bought that.
I didn't see that. I would have purchased it too. No, mine's just a regular. It's kind of like
Grogu.
It's kind of like the movie poster, but it's a bucket and it's a metal one.
Well, I was more excited with the buckets they were selling for the next movie that comes out.
$35 for a bucket of popcorn is what it cost me for this tin.
Yeah, this was 40 for the Grogu one. It was 40.
Yeah, I had no idea until after I rang it up. I'm like, $35 for popcorn.
Well, they give you free refill, by the way.
Yeah, free refill. Yeah,
you'll never eat all that.
You know how much? It'd take me 2 years to eat $35 worth of popcorn.
Listen, I was not excited with the Grogu merchandise, but they also had the Masters of the Universe merchandise out, and I was actually pretty excited when I saw
really?
that. Yeah,
okay.
I won't. Let's finish up Star Wars. I'll tell you that. But I think that I don't think it's gonna make the 300 million personally.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna make. It's gonna fall just slightly short. Right?
I think it'll fall short too.
I don't know if I don't know if it's a movie that I would see again.
So do you think? I didn't realize we've been podcasting for 45 minutes. Do you think that they'll? I mean, Dave Filoni. I mean, Dave Filoni's a good, story writer for Star Wars. He knows how to develop characters. He understands the Lucas environment and what it takes. But does this show his ability? I got to tell you, from what I can tell, no, this doesn't show his ability. Meaning that he's put out some great shows on TV. So is he a movie guy, or should he just remain a TV guy?
That's a great question. I think that I think you stick to the TV, man.
Yeah,
I got to tell you,
he's a series guy. He's not a movie guy, right? I mean, that's what I feel from him.
Yeah, it's something that has to be over time. And by the way, everybody's waiting to see what the second weekend is going to do for this movie.
Yeah.
It's not good. As for the merchandise for Masters of the Universe, by the way, they had the castle as a popcorn bucket.
Oh,
Castle
nice.
Grayskull.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't, because the movie wasn't out yet. The movie comes out next week, so I didn't.
What's wrong with you?
But also $40, by the way.
It's going to be gone by the time you go back.
Well, they also had the Castle Grayskull. They had the Master of the Universe sword. Like it was a plushy sword, but it made the noise.
No plushie. You lost me at plushie.
You wanted
give me the castle. Like, send me the castle.
Yeah, the castle was really cool. But yeah, I think. Are you gonna go watch that next weekend? By the way, Masters of the Universe.
Part of me,
because that was in the trailer.
Part of me wants to, but part of me doesn't.
Do it, man. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it for the culture.
Another $40 popcorn bucket that I can 5 years worth of popcorn within 2 movies.
Bring your Mando bucket with you and then tell them to refill that. You're coming for your free refill.
Yeah, you didn't say it was limited to only the time that I'm bringing my own bucket.
Hey, so you know what we got to do? It's been a while since we've done this.
All right, tell me.
Scale of 1 to 10. What are you giving Mando?
All right, well, I know based on your track record, you're gonna give it a 7.5. That's based on your track record.
You might be surprised. I might give it a 9.
And knowing your track record is very possible. I'm gonna, man, this is a tough one, Game God. I'm surprised you put me on the spot like this. I'm gonna say I'd give Mando and Grogu. Oh boy. All right. This is I always caveat.
I was just gonna say don't caveat this.
Look,
if it was on the TV, I gave it this score. If it was in the movies, I give it this score.
If you're gonna take the family to see this, I think it's perfectly fine. And for that, you go, oh, they really enjoyed it. They'll give it an 8.
Okay.
But for me, this movie's drawing in probably a 6.5.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, this movie for me is a 6.
Yeah, I can
for
see
sure.
that.
6.
I could argue a 6.
6. If it was just Mando, if it was just the first half and they got to end it, I give this movie. Yeah, no, I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
Okay.
I give it an 8. If it was just the Grogu movie, this bad boy's a 2.
Yeah. And look, that's not a knock on Grogu. I love Grogu. I think he did a great job. They did a great job in telling Grogu's story. I really like it. I thought it wasn't enough to carry a movie. I think that's my problem.
I'm laughing because I'm remembering the little mechanic guys. I forgot what their names are.
Yeah,
and when the dog gets him, he goes, they got me.
Oh yeah.
They got me. That was hilarious because you hear him in the distance.
Yeah, you hear him in the dog's mouth. The dog just went hunting.
They got me.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just like little like those guys. I would rather have seen those guys more than I'd rather have seen Grogu, to be quite honest with you. Those guys had me cracking up loud. I was like, those guys are funny.
So if
I told you we'd be back.
If Grogu, and if they're going to this small ship, by the way, that was kind of funny. You go into the ship, and the ship is like this big, it's like a foot long.
Because I can't go in there. I won't fit there.
Actually, I wanted to see a human being hold onto a ship going into light speed, but holding on to the ship.
Holding on to those little ships.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, I'll give you a runway.
Yeah, I still love Grogu, man, but it just wasn't enough story there. I'm a little disappointed in that. So
and it's people like you,
man,
that will keep the merchandise selling, by the way.
But Grogu should sell merchandise, though. Am I wrong or am I right?
Man, listen, I see him there on your screen. He's up there on mine.
Yeah,
he's up there somewhere.
He's right there,
yeah. So
right
there. Like we've gotten bit by the Grogu merchandise bug. I'm just not buying anymore. That's it. I'm done. Actually, don't you have like an animatronic that moves and talks?
Yeah. He's on that. He's over there. Yeah.
Yeah. You're all bought in.
I like Grogu. I think he's great, but I just think that I think the movie missed the mark for more Grogu. I think they gave a little bit, but it wasn't enough. It was it was a little too light in Grogu.
Hey, did you think they had to have a Pedro scene without his helmet? By the way,
I thought that was. I didn't think they should have done that.
Yeah, it was literally 10 minutes.
Not even.
Like the Huts took it off. Says it's a disgrace. Have you been keeping up with the show? My man took it off in season 1. Like I think he's past
everybody knows who he is.
Yeah, like this is old news, man. And since when did Mando says that now that you see my face, you gotta die now? I'm like, what?
Yeah, like wow, okay, well, that was new.
That got dark.
Maybe because he went through his repentance of
I guess
on Mandor.
Don't let this keep going longer, Moose. We're just gonna keep digging at it.
What is it called? What's the planet called?
Mandalore.
Sorry.
Mandalore. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. The Armorer.
Man, that was some good stuff there. See, that should have made it into a movie right there. Like that.
Yeah, where's everybody? Where's Bo-Katan? Where's the Armorer?
See, they missed out on some opportunities, didn't they? Hey, Game God, it's time.
The time has come. You've been listening to podcast for Sci-Fi with Moose and Game God. Come back again for the next episode and tell a friend.